Hey cats and welcome to Kart. As I discussed in other videos, the character roster is one of the most important parts about Mario Kart. If it wasn't for the character roster, it wouldn't be called Mario Kart and would have sold a billion copies. As we can see with the newest entry in the series, Nintendo doesn't really care about the character roster in Mario Kart anymore though. Despite that, we're going to look at the 10 best characters from the roster series. Every game is viable for this list outside of Arcade GPDX, VR, and Home Circuit, as I have not played those games. Every other game will be viable though. Characters will be judged off their stats, looks, personality, and the reason they are Mario Kart. Now let's get into the video. Mario Kart 64 may have a small roster, but I think out of all the characters in the game, I would have to pick Toad as my favorite. I used to play Yoshi in this game, but after hearing Toad's voice, I started mating him. I mean, just listen to his voice clips.
I'm the best!
Unlike other Mario Kart characters that have had the voice change, I don't really want Toad's voice to be changed to this again. I mean, this is really just the most Nintendo 64 voice ever. But this really does make Toad the best character in Mario Kart 64.
I'm the best!
Yes, that's right, I actually like Wiggler from Mario Kart 7. But you're saying, Kart, you can't like Wiggler. He replaced a God Luigi, who is the greatest Mario Kart character ever and is more important than Mario and every other character in the series and is smashed and in gaming history, and should be the only Mario character in Mario Kart in fact, and is literally God. Well, I don't actually like Luigi very much, and although there are characters that deserve to be in Mario Kart 7 more than Wiggler, Wiggler is just such an insane choice for a character, and I love him. I mean, they literally needed to give Wiggler gloves to drive his car. That says a lot about him. Just like Toad from Mario Kart 64, I do really love Wiggler's voice clips. A lot of characters in Mario Kart sound like they want to win so much, but Wiggler just sounds like he's having a good time. By far my favorite part about Wiggler is when he gets hit, he becomes red just like in the main series. I mean, we barely ever get references like this to the mainline games, so this is really cool. So yeah, Wiggler is a character that I love playing as when I play Mario Kart 7. There's something that I really don't get about Daisy. If we look at the official Mario Kart Wii tier list, and yes, once we are talking about Mario Kart Wii, we can look at the tier list, because it's the only good Mario Kart game. Changed my mind. We can see by looking at this that Daisy is S tier, which makes some sense. What doesn't make any sense though is the fact that right next to her, just being a bit worse, is Baby Daisy. Which means that Baby Daisy is better than Rosalina, who's been building spaceships since she was 5, and Bowser, which can play football in his sports car while fighting Mario. Like, seriously, that makes no sense. By playing as her Mario Kart Wii, you can really see how she's S tier. I mean, she's really fast, which is really the best part about her. Baby Daisy isn't my favorite character to play in Mario Kart Wii, as she has two big flaws. The first one, considering she's a light, she is very easy to get knocked around. The second problem is that she's extremely annoying to listen to, especially when she loses. The reason why Daisy isn't here is because I prefer playing another medium character in that game, so yeah, that's why Baby Daisy is good, I guess. A problem about Baby Daisy that I didn't bring up is that she actually debuted in Mario Kart Wii. I'm guessing they did this to make the roster look more symmetrical, which is kind of dumb. But hey, at least it didn't get worse in future Mario Kart games. It did actually. baby Rosalina. Like, why Nintendo? What's the point of her? We see Rosalina as a child in Mario Galaxy, and she has a completely different hairstyle, so why don't you just add child Rosalina? I mean, at least it's quite a cool reference. And then we've got Pink, Gold, Peach. Okay, Nintendo, so you needed heavy female representation for Mario Kart 8. Okay, why didn't you add Pom Pom, or the Strixie Princess, or Birdo, or literally any other female Mario character that could fit that role instead of Pink, Gold, Peach? And don't make the argument that Metal Mario needs a girlfriend, because he's Metal Mario, and Metal Mario sucks. Give a cool Mario character a girlfriend if you have to. Pretty much the only reason why these characters exist is because of how popular the first character that debuted in a Mario game was. That being Toadette. Toadette is more than just female Toad. No, she's Toad with that is pink, has ponytails, and has a girly voice. Well, I mean, that's more than you can say was as any of the other Mario Kart clones. What I really like about Toadette is her special item, the Golden Mushroom. Yes, the Golden Mushroom was in 64 and Super Circuit, and any character could use that item in those games. And that's probably how it should have worked in Double Dash, but I mean, I'm having so much fun with this item that I don't even care. I mean, it feels even more broken in this game than any of the other Mario Kart games, including the games that came after Double Dash. Although I haven't unlocked Toadette's special card in Double Dash, I have unlocked Toad's, and it's really good, so I imagine that Toadette's card would also be really good. So yeah, beware of female Mario, because he's probably coming in a future Mario game, and that's what is scary. You know what we're missing from this list? Or a cat driving a car, so thank God Mamachi's in Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix 2, and also DX by Harry game. Mamachi originally appeared in Tamagotchi, which is like a virtual pet thing made by Bandai Namco. And I don't care what Google says, Mamachi is a cat whether they like it or not, okay? I also found out that Mamachi is anime. I'm not sure how I feel about Mario and anime being in the same game outside of Smash Bros. Because, yeah. But at least it's a cat, so who cares? Unlike the first arcade game, Arcade Grand Prix 2 and DX doesn't have any special items. So, Mamachi doesn't really have any special abilities. All the characters do, however, have a special card that you can unlock. And I have no idea what that card is because I rarely play this game. I'm really just happy that there's a cat in Mario Kart. I mean, it's literally my name. Say what you will about Mario Kart Tour, but it does have the best roster in the series. And although some characters are better on some maps than other characters, my favorite character in the game is Gold Koopa Freerunner. Ever since I played Mario 64, I've always ironically loved Koopa the Quick. And the Koopa Freerunners and Odyssey are pretty much just the newer version of Koopa the Quick. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna play as Gold Koopa Freerunner. Gold Koopa Freerunner's special item is the coin box. And if you've never played Tour, you might be thinking, wow, coins, so you can go a bit faster, well, such a great item. You'll be wrong, because in Tour you need to get combos to get higher scores so you can rank higher than other players. And the best way to get good scores in Mario Kart Tour is to spend actual money to get karts and gliders and characters for specific maps. But if you don't want to spend money, because let's be real, who actually want to spend money on a mobile game, then collecting a bunch of coins is your next best option, and the coin box really helps with that. My Gold Koopa Freerunner is fully upgraded to level 8 and gives you 1,190 points when you start a new race with him. And I spent $0 on this game. Look, I just have a lot of time to play Mario Kart Tour. Some of Gold Koopa's Freerunner's favourite courses is Dino Jungle Reverse, Tokyo Blur 2 Transform, pretty much all the Koopa Beach tracks, Rainbow Row for the 3DS Reverse and Transform, and a bunch of other tracks that you probably will be able to see on screen. And also, if you're curious, I don't have every character in this game, obviously. But maybe they'll change it out, they've taken the loot boxes out. Although the characters are really expensive, so probably not. And now for the first and only meta character on this list, we have Dry Bones from Mario Kart DS. Although Dry Bones is a replacement for Egad, which is a cooler character, but you can't deny just how cool Dry Bones looks in this game. Hey, we're not choosing Dry Bones just because of his look, because this character is so OP. Because Dry Bones is the master of snaking. Snaking is one of those techniques that is easy to do but hard to get good at. But snaking as Dry Bones will make you feel like a god at Mario Kart DS. And we haven't even touched on the Dry Bomber, one of Dry Bones' special cards. Not only is this one of the coolest cards in the Mario Kart franchise, but it is so overpowered. It is probably the reason why Dry Bones is so good at snaking, but once the Dry Bomber is one of Dry Bones' special cards, even though any character can use it at the end of the game, Dry Bones still gets this placement. Thinking about it, it's kind of ironic that Dry Bones is so good at snaking, because Dry Bones is just skin and with no bones, and snakes don't have any bones. I know, hilarious, right? Dry Bones might have got a bit higher if he wasn't so light, but that doesn't really matter considering how broken his drift is. We're not done with the baby characters quite yet, because baby Luigi is the best character in Mario Kart Double Dash. For one reason only, and if you've ever played Double Dash then you know exactly why. At number 2 we have Rosalina from Mario Kart Wii. Rosalina is the 4th best character in the game, and plus she's a heavy, which is the best weight class in this game. A problem I find with other heavy characters is that they feel too slow, at least when I started to play this game. But once Rosalina is the lightest heavy, she feels fine to play. And although Rosalina wasn't in Mario Kart Double Dash, that doesn't matter because in Mario Kart Wii she drives as a Luma, which makes her like the coolest character in the game. So now you might be asking, why is it Funky Kong here? Well, as I discussed before, I prefer the weight of Rosalina more than Funky Kong. And although I can probably play Funky Kong now, I mean I am the same dude that made Duck Hunt and Smash Ultimate, so don't tell me I'm to live my life. Don't be like that Oma Chow and Toad and Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games and tell you to take a break every 5 seconds. Nobody likes that. I also enjoyed Rosalina in Mario Kart 7, although she wasn't as good as Wiggler, so she didn't make the list. And she's also pretty good in Mario Kart 8.
Let's go!
Wait, what happened to her voice? Why does he sound so horrible? This isn't faithful to her character at all. Why does Mario Kart 8's roster suck so much? And why would anybody want to play Rosalina in this game? Wait, but people do. You know, if you play Rosalina in Mario Kart 8, well, you're weird, I'll say that much. But now to find out who the best Mario Kart character ever is. And finally, at number 1, we have the best Mario character ever, Bowser Jr. from every Mario Kart game he's appeared in. Bowser Jr. has appeared in Mario Kart Double Dash, Wii, 8 Deluxe, and Tour, and I enjoy playing him in all those games. Starting off with the 2 Wii appearances, we have Mario Kart Wii. Bowser Jr. is one of the worst characters in Mario Kart Wii. Despite that, he's my favorite medium weight character in the game, although I prefer playing as Rosalina. Something that I love about Bowser Jr. is that all his carts are green and yellow is the best color ever. Am I putting Bowser Jr. for Mario Kart Wii here just because all his carts are yellow? Yes I am. Anyway, going on to Mario Kart Tour, my Bowser Jr. is maxed out. He's maxed out at level 8 and gives you 1080 points when you start a race. Some of Bowser Jr.'s favorite courses is Cheap Lagoon Transformed, Choco Island 2 Reverse, Calamari Desert Reverse Transformed, and Nero Bowser City. Also, why are you bringing back DK Mountain Nintendo? And then we have Mario Kart Double Dash at 8 Deluxe. I can't choose which Bowser Jr. is better, as I main them both. Starting chronological order, we have Mario Kart Double Dashes. I always play as Bowser Jr. as Baby Luigi whenever I play this game. Bowser Jr.'s special item in this game and also in Tour is the Bowser Shell. The Bowser Shell is pretty much the green shell, but it can't get destroyed. When I'm playing Mario Kart Double Dash and I'm at the back of the pack, I put Bowser Jr. as the driver, so I can use Baby Luigi's chainsaw to get higher up. But when I have a higher rank, I put Baby Luigi in the driver's seat so I can use Bowser Jr.'s Bowser Shell, because you can get in pretty high spots for some reason. Then we have Bowser Jr. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. For some reason, Bowser Jr. wasn't in the original because that boss is actual garbage. Although I do have the rest of the coupons for some dumb reason. And honestly, Bowser Jr. is the only good character in this game. And yeah, that's why I play Bowser Jr. Mario Kart 8 because he's the only good character. Anyway, to the end. Anyway, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you think Luigi should be on this list, then hit the bell for notifications. And make sure you check out the top 10 worst Smash Bros. Brawl stages and the top 10 worst Mario Kart characters I made last year. The next video I make might be a bit thought-provoking as well. Anyway, bye.